Let's start. Okay. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, friends. Today we continue our session. This is our ninth session. Today we are going to see about the difference between or the combinations of AI, machine learning, and DL deep learning. Okay, with data science, right? So let's see. So as per our agenda, today we are going to see this topic, right? Okay. So the topic is AI, machine learning and deep learning versus data science. That means this is the today we are going to see how the data science is mingled with AI, right? So already AI, it's a artificial intelligence. It have a machine learning as well as deep learning two thing, right? So machine learning is a subset of AI, already we know, and moreover deep learning also is a subset of machine learning, right? So today we are going to see how DS, okay? So how data science is, how it will come, why it's come to the this series, right? And so what is the relationship between the data science with AI and machine learning and deep learning? Okay, so we will see. So before that we can slightly touch up with our previous topics. After that we will touch the data science, right? So already we know, so artificial intelligence, yes, so it's a machine. We create some algorithm that will what mimics our human being, right? Simply for example, if you are designing one robot, it will mimic our human being, right? So this is the application of artificial intelligence. So in generally transforming the nature of work, learning and learning to work. Okay, some one application will do this thing, then it will call AI applications, right? So under the AI we have some set of three things. So under the AI we have deep learning and machine learning. Okay, so let's see. So first of all, so this is the some architecture behind these three things, right? So artificial, so next machine learning. So machine learning is a subset of artificial, and then deep learning is coming, and deep learning is a subset of machine learning, right? So in the series of in 2010, okay, and deep learning is very popular, right? In 2010, right? And in nowadays we can go for data science. After 2010 we go for data science, right? So it next 50 to 100 years it will be retained its popularity. Okay, so let's see, the artificial intelligence is nothing but the ability of the machine to imitate intelligent human behavior, right? So in thing we create the machine which is able to think. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, then machine learning. So here that machine will the application of AI that allow a system to automatically learn and improve from their past experience. That is machine learning concept, right? And then we go for a deep learning because we need to process the large amount of data, okay, to produce the accurate output. So we go for deep learning. So in deep learning, the application of machine learning that use complex algorithm and deep neural networks, which means we are creating the multi-neural network. So deep learning, the concept of multi-neural network, it's mimic our human brain, how our human brains work. That their functionality will be, we are creating the artificially in the form of neural network. Okay, so to train the model. Okay, it's called the machine learning. Okay, so here comes the AI versus machine learning and deep learning. Already we see about these things. Artificial intelligence, it's come from around 1950s, and the machine learnings come from around 1960s, and the deep learning originated. Okay, so it's around later 1970s, right? So up to 70s, but 2000, after 2000 it will more popular, deep learning. Okay, so in 2010 we have the data science, right? It will be more thing. And okay, so in artificial intelligence it's a core applications. Okay, so it have the applications, core applications, which is performed with the help of their subset programs. Okay, so machine learning as well as deep learning. Okay, so let's see small thing one by one in machine learning and deep learning. So already we know the machine learning. Okay, it's produced if you are giving the data, okay, and the partial output, it will come up with some model. Okay, that model will help us to predict in future. Okay, predict in futures. Okay, so this is the concept behind machine learning. Okay, here also we have three kind of machine learning already we've seen, right? So generally it's a supervised and unsupervised. Third category we create is a reinforcement learning, right? So in this regard, in supervised learning, we will give the data as a labeled one to the machine. Okay, and then the machine will learn our data with the help of that labeled one. Okay, so whereas in the unsupervised concept, the machine learning algorithm learn from our data. Okay, in the form of unlabeled thing. Okay, so in the machine learning data, we feed the large amount of data to the machine. Okay, so without labeling the data, but the unsupervised learning, its ability to learn okay, from our data and making some its grouping. Okay, so for example, it will use some clustering operations, okay, or the association operations. With the help of those algorithm, it will find out what is exactly that data, and the data will be named as that vision only, right? So with the help of that model, it will come up with some answers, some predictions. So that is supervised thing. Okay, so whereas the reinforcement learning, it's using both supervised and unsupervised. If you are giving the labeled one, then it's go for supervised concept. Okay, to finding or predicting the data with the help of what? So classification, right, or regression. Okay, so classification as well as regression, those algorithm come to under the what? Supervised learning concept, right? So reinforcement learning, again, if you are giving the data without labeling, right? So unlabeled data, if you are feeding to that algorithm, it will choose the techniques with the help of what? Supervised learning concept. Okay, it will work supervised learning concept. Okay, so basically it will predict the same data only, right? But here the algorithm work for rewards. Okay, generally this algorithm, RL, reinforcement learning RL algorithm, it's work for the best reward. Okay, its ultimate goal is what? It will predict some output and get the maximum rewards. Okay, so those things will be stored in the q learning table, right? QL table, right? Q learning table. So with the help of that q learning table, it will easily to identify the future prediction. Okay, so what step I need to perform on this situation, how the environment is look. Okay, so based on that as a critical situation, it will take the data from the q learning table, right? And then it will get the rewards. Okay, so that action is based on what? Supervised techniques or unsupervised techniques based on our data input. Okay, so here it will work for what? Reward thing, right? So if it is first attempt, it will failed, maybe the reward will be low. Okay, next time it will learn from that experience. Okay, learn from that experience, it will come up with new ideas, new concept. Okay, to achieve the higher reward. Okay, that's the ultimate goal in reinforcement learning. Okay, so these are the three main thing in main three algorithm techniques in what? Machine learning, ML. Okay, so next deep learning. Already we see it's deep learning, DL is the subset of machine learning only, right? So here we have create the statistical based techniques to process the data, and it's a form of neural network. Okay, it will produce the accurate output, and moreover it's a deep learning in the form of neural network, multi-neural network, which is what it's an artificial neural network. Okay, it's mimic our how it's working. The working principle behind is what our human brain brain. Okay, so same functionality will be worked in artificial. Okay, so that's why we create the network, neural network. Okay, so for example, here if you are giving the one data to the deep learning algorithm, right? So for example, one car image is here, right? So what will we do? It will perform the feature extraction and the classification. So the feature extraction and classification is a two phase in machine learning. Okay, so with the help of labeled data or unlabeled data, the machine learning will process those things in two phases. Okay, with the help of learning the data and so identify the features, and it will extract that features, and then it will make a decision as a classification with the help of classification algorithm techniques, right? But deep learning here, the two modules are in same phase. Okay, so feature extraction as well as classification will perform in single phase. So with the help of what, that neural concept. Okay, multi-neural concept. Okay, so then it will be come up with some prediction, it's a car or not. Okay, that answer will be accurate thing. So these are the basic process in deep learning. Okay, why? Because I'm going to in deep learning means, and the data science similar to compare with this machine learning as well as deep learning. Okay, it's more related to this only. Okay, so this functionality is similar to, these process is similar to the data science only. That's why I'm a little bit cover this machine learning as well as deep learning. Okay, so the deep learning process is firstly what, so we need to find to understand the problem. Okay, so what is the exact problem, what? Okay, then the identify the data. Okay, so need to identify the input data, right? And then we need to select the particular algorithm for produce the output. Okay, so we need to select the algorithm. It's the third phase. And then based on that algorithm we need to train. Okay, we need to train the data with the help of that data and come up with some model. Okay, we need to go for this model for this kind of data, and we need to test our model. Okay, to produce the best output, right? So these are the basic process in deep learning. Again, it's a deep learning is a subset of what, machine learning program, right? So see, deep learning is a subset of machine learning. That's why the deep learning use machine learning classes or machine learning what machine learning algorithm techniques. Okay, so here in deep learning, if the deep learning algorithm use the data with the help of, okay, so machine learning means if the data is labeled, then it's go for supervised concept. Okay, supervised learning concept, right? Otherwise, so the data, so the data will be in unlabeled format, means the deep learning will go for unsupervised concept. Okay, so based on that thing we will choose some choose from these two category. Okay, so if our algorithm is used supervised, means we have some algorithm to produce the corresponding output based on that situation, based on that input data, right? So artificial neural network, convolutional network, and recurrent neural network. Okay, so artificial means is a what so ANN means it's a number theory. Okay, so based on the number it will we go for that thing. And convolution means it's a image processing. So based on, if you all need to perform based on the image, okay, or the video processing, then you go for CNN. It's again transforming a neural network also, TNN. Okay, so and recurrent neural network means it's a form of time series. Okay, and so and both these are the categories of decision making, and based on the matrix format. Okay, and autoencoder is also some statistical method, right? So these are the unsupervised learning concept. Okay, So deep learning use those two things, right? So if it is the data is labeled, it go for supervised and it go for or unsupervised thing. Okay. So all the things are based on the recommendation system. Okay. So here one more thing. So this is a little bit related to data science. Okay. So in this regard, AI, artificial or deep learning, machine learning. In deep learning, if you are giving a large amount of data, so if you feed large amount of data, the output will be accuracy. Okay, and the performance is accuracy and the performance is high. Whereas if you are giving the machine learning to the huge amount of data, the machine learning will process, but it will take some time and the output is not clearly, right? These things, this is the drawback from the machine learning. So this is the most advantage in deep learning. Okay, so here comes to the data science also. We'll see in next slide. Okay, so this is the major advantage in deep learning. This is the concept behind. So deep learning is most popular nowadays, right? Right. So this is the historical milestones in artificial intelligence and machine learning, and deep learning comes with the later in 1970s, 80s, right? So and then 2010, the deep learning is most popular with another form, what data science, right? So these are the thing. Okay, so the data science blends the data analytics and computer science and business domain expertise to solve business problems. Okay, so whereas the data analytics is the practice of using machine learning algorithm and visualization to derive insights data. Okay, so this is the some historic thing, and the artificial intelligence have some kind of algorithms. Okay, some techniques. Okay, so neural Bayesian and symbolic based rule based systems. These are we are based on these things. We are seeing the first class itself, right? So some basic thing. And in machine learning, it's come up with some back propagation. It's our next topic. Okay, tomorrow we will see the back propagation in artificial intelligence. A very important thing, right? And then we see already random forest methods, SVM already we seen in machine learning, right? Then deep learning. Deep learning is nothing but it's a neural network, only multi-layered neural network. Okay, and then it's called as deep multi-layer networks, and it's called as deep learning. Okay, that learn from the big data. Okay, so why? Because you are the giving a huge amount of data to the multi-neural network. Okay, it will be scattering our data. Okay, with the help of that hidden layers, it will predict the accurate answer. Okay, it will come up with some predictions. Okay, so next we go for data science. Okay, in this picture you can analyze and you can get some idea about data science. Okay, so already we know the artificial intelligence, okay, and the machine layer and the neural networks, nothing but it's a deep learning, deep neural network, and deep learning. It's all the things are same only. Okay, and then here some big data is coming over here. Okay, what? So the big data is also mingled with this artificial intelligence, and it's used for what? Machine learning as well as deep learning to produce some output. Okay, and here you can see the top of the layer, it's a data science. Okay, so the data science is a interdisciplinary field that use scientific methods, process and algorithms and system to extract knowledge and insight from many structural data and unstructured data. Okay, so basically the data science is related to data mining, machine learning, and big data too, right? So in the form of some scientific method, we need to perform, we need to coding the scientific concept in our algorithm to calculate or pre-processing the data to predict our output, right? So that's the data science is nothing but it's a what? It's a full and fully scientific method. Okay, if you are willing to study the data science, you must know the mathematical thing, right? So mathematical algorithm, mathematical theory concept, you must know those all things. Then only we can enter the data science. Okay, if you are willing to do the data scientist, right, then you must know the background of basement of the mathematics, right? Okay, so these are the thing. And why uh, need for data science nowadays? It's after 2010, it will be most popular area, most trending area too, after deep learning. Okay, it's evolution from deep learning itself, right? So same thing only. It's the data science process. Okay, the data science flow of process, everything is similar to the machine learning and the data mining itself only, right? So same procedure only, right? But okay, so we need some more accurate decision, we need some more accurate prediction, we need some more accurate pattern discovery. Okay, that's why we go for data science. Okay, so in generally we have the machine learning and deep learning, data mining, whatever it may be. We have the data flow and we have handle the structured data or unstructured data, right? And we have the database to store the huge data. Okay, some lack of predictive analytics. Okay, so compare with the machine learning, okay, it will predict some minor thing only, right? And we go for deep learning, it will predict some more better than machine learning, right? And some scientific insights or lack of scientific insights also in deep learning as well as machine learning, right? So that's why we go for we are going to 50-60 percentage. We need to improve our scientific model. Okay, scientific techniques we need to include in our algorithm. That's why with the help of those mathematical model, we easily predict or we easily make decision and discover some patterns. Okay, more accuracy. Okay, so that's why the data will be our process, our trend will be go to another level. It's called data science, right? We will see the example data science example in last, right? The application of example we will see the last, and then you will easily easily understood the data science, right? Okay, then we go for some components, right? So DS components, data science components. There are some basically 7 components are present, right? So the mainly statistics. Okay, so statistics is one of the most important component of the data science. Okay, why? Because the statistics is a way to collect and analyze the numerical data in large amount and finding meaningful insight from it. Okay, then the domain expertise in the data science, the domain expertise binds the data science together. Okay, so the domain expertise means nothing but it's a specialized some kind of knowledge or skill of a particular area. Okay, in data science there are various area for which we need we need domain experts for. Okay, need to cover some kind of area specialized, we need more specialized. Then so that's why nowadays more job opportunities are available in data science, right? And the data engineering. Okay, so the data engineering is a part of the data science which involve acquiring and storing and retrieving and transforming the data. Okay, so this is also called as data acquisition. Okay, so data acquisition, the data engineering also include in metadata. So already we know the metadata, it's a data about the data. Okay, so next the components visualization, whatever it may be you are processing, but the final output will be what, in the form of visual. Then only others, a third party or the customers will be easily identify the accuracy of the product, right? So the visualization, so data visualization is meant by the representing the data in a visual context. okay, so that the people can easily understand the significance of our data, right? So data visualization makes it easy to access, and the huge amount of data is visual. Okay, if you are giving the tables or something, right, so the people will not understand it clearly. But if you are giving, you are feeding the visually, easily any people can easily understand, right? So visualization is a major part in here. And the advanced computing, okay, so it's a heavy filtering of data science. It's advanced computing, right? So the advanced computing involves designing, writing, debugging, and the maintaining the source code of the computer program. Okay, so then the mathematics concept. So the mathematics is a critical part of the data science. Mathematics is involved the study of quantity, structures, and space, and some changes, right? So for a data scientist to know of good knowledge in mathematics is most essential, right? So then finally the machine learning concept. So machine learning is one of the component in DS, right? So machine learning is backbone of DS. So machine learning is also about to provide training to a machines, so that it can act as a human brain. In data science, we use various machine learning algorithms to solve the problems. Okay, so that's why. So if it is the machine learning is a main component in DS means, so inside the machine learning we have the deep learning, right? So the form of you can perform deep learning or machine learning, automatically the AI will be come out. Okay, so AI application will be come out. Okay, in data science, right? So next we go for tools. Okay, tools for data science. So basically, we need to analyze the data analysis tool. We need, for example, R language or Python. Okay, so RapidMiner, Jupyter, or Studio, MATLAB. These tools are help for what we can analyze the data. Okay, then the storage. Okay, the storage. So data store warehouse thing. We can use SQL and Hadoop framework. Okay, if you are using the big data into the data science means what you need to handle that huge data with the help of the architecture, Hadoop architecture, right? On Informatica, Talent, Amazon Web Services, Redshift. These are tools using for what? Storing the large or handling the huge amount of data for data warehousing. Okay. Next, we need to visualize our data. Okay, with the help of our language, we can easily visualize and Jupyter, Tabula, okay, Concanos, okay. So these things are which are we need. With the help of those things, we can visualize our final output. Okay. Then finally, for handle the mission machine learning algorithms, so we need some base architecture for machine learning. For example, Spark 1 or 2 something, right? And Mohat and Microsoft Azure Machine Learning Studios, which these are the tools for handling the machine learning. Okay, so these are the basic tools for machine learning thing. Okay, so basic tools for data science. Okay, so in this picture you can easily identify what is exactly the data science. Okay, already we told, so the statistics and the data analytics, and then the machine learning, the combination of these three things. Okay, so what do you mean by statistics? So statistic means what? It's a we have some information about something, right? The data, and we have, for example, it's a mathematical model. Okay, for example, the mathematical form of the data is there. We have statistics means you can with the help of some scientific method. For example, the statistics data in the form of X and Y means what? You can use that value, okay, with the help of scientific method. For example, x plus y is equal to c, whatever it may be, right? Some scientific model, we can analyze that data with the help of that formulas. Now, scientific formula. That's why we told mathematics here perform is a major role on data science, right? With the help of that x plus y is equal to c, something scientific formula, we can easily analyze that those data and come up with some model. Okay, so if it is some of in the form of model, we can easily predict data with the help of those model. Okay, in machine learning. Okay, with the help of that model. Why? Because machine learning is what, if you are giving the input as well as sample output, it will come up with some programming model. Okay, that model will be with the help of what, we can easily predict the output. Okay, so here the data analysis predict our data. Here the data analytics and statistics in the combination, what, it's a data mining process only. Okay, it's a collecting the all the data and pre-processing the data. Okay, and after that it will analyze the final data. Okay, and come up with some model. Okay, that model is input to the machine learning. Okay, with the help of our input as well as this model. Okay, so the machine learning will be identify the best algorithm to produce the another level. Okay, so produce the output. Okay, so with the help of those model, it will produce some accurate output. Okay, so this is the thing behind the data science. Okay, so for example, let's assume that in right hand picture, in the first phase is a machine business understanding model. Okay, so if you are in the business model, right, we need to trending or something for advertisement for some job or some product means. Okay, so it's a final thing. Okay, it's our ultimate goal. Okay, so for example, YouTube hitting. Okay, so YouTube likes and hit and views. Okay, it's the business model. Okay, first of all, we need to identify the basic problem. Okay, and then we go for the data mining. Okay, so what are the data are available in the net, YouTube, and how we will how our data is there, and how to cleaning our data, how to rename our tag name, how to create the tags, hashtags, something, whatever it may be, right? And we need to explore our data, right? And we come up with some feature enhancement and with the help of predictive the model. Okay, so recent trend, based on the recent trend, we can put the hashtag, whatever it may be, right? So these are come to the machine learning thing, and finally those output, those model are come up with some statistical model. Okay, that statistical model we can draw as some graphical method with the help of data visualization, and it will be easily to understand for that particular product or particular task. Okay, easy to identify. So here comes the data sciences thing. Okay, so the life cycle of the data science. Okay, so there are 7 things are there. So first one is discover. Okay, so we need to discover. So previous thing only. Okay, so the business understanding thing. Okay, first we need to identify our problem. Okay, we need to clearly identify the problem. Okay, so that's a main thing only. So here the first thing is life cycle thing is what, discovery the problem, discovery the data, discovery the goal. Okay, so the first phase is discover. Okay, so discovery, which involve asking the right question when you start any data science project. Okay, this is the major thing. Then you need to determine what the basic requirement, what is the priority, and the project budget. Okay, in this phase we need to determine all the requirements of the project, such as the number of people who involve in, and the technology, and the time based thing, and that what are the data we need to handle, and end goal. Okay, so we can frame the business problem on first hypothesis level only. Okay, it's a basic assumption. Okay, so this is the basic discovery. Then we go for the data mining concept. In second phase, data preparing. Okay, or preparation or data pre-processing. Okay, so data preparing or data pre-processing thing, it's under the data mining concept. Okay, in this phase we need to perform the following task under the data mining. Okay, so data cleaning, data reduction, data integration, data transformation. Okay, so data cleaning means we need to clean our input data. Okay, so we need to clean the unwanted data. Okay, unwanted data we need to clean, and then we need to reduce the data. So if it is the data is multiple repetitions, we will merge those kind of data, right? So that is a data reductions. And data integration, if we can use some association rules or something. Okay, we will clubbing the data. Okay, or we can merging more than one similar group of data. Okay, then data transformation. So transformation, basically, if you are giving the unstructured data, okay, the data will be converted as a structured data. Okay, so or the data in the form of one model means, okay, that kind of model is, okay, converted into our required model. Okay, so the data is transformed from one model to another model. That is called data transformation. Okay, so these are the under the data preparation model. Okay, and then the model planning. So here comes the major task in machine learning things. So model planning, okay, or modeling. Okay, so where you are heard about the model, then it come to the what? It's a machine learning process or artificial process, right? So artificial intelligence come over here, right? Okay, so in this phase, we need to determine the various method and the techniques to establish the relation between input variables. Okay, we will apply exploratory data analytics, DEDA. Okay, so by using various statistic formula and the visualizations tool to understand the relationship between the variables and to see what data can inform us. Okay, so the common tools to use the model planning for uh, SQL or SAS and Python coding also, right? So with the help of these things, these are the basic some popular tools only, right? So with the help of those things, we can what easily modeling the data. Okay, that means we can planning for model. Okay, so in next phase, building, model building. Okay, so this is the next level of modeling. Okay, so in modeling building, okay, in model building or in the modeling, in the phase, the process of model building start, we will create data sets for training and testing purpose. We will apply different techniques such as associations kind of thing and the classification kind of thing and the clustering to build the model. Okay, so the association, the clustering, those come to the unsupervised thing. The classification and regression, it's come to the supervised thing. Okay, here we are using all those algorithm. Okay, all those algorithm to create the model. Okay, to create the model. Okay, for example, some tools are available. The SAS Enterprise Miner and Vika tool is the most popular thing, and moreover MATLAB. Okay, so MATLAB and Vika is most popular for building the model. Okay, for modeling the data. Okay, and then finally the operationalize this phase. We will deliver the final report of the project along with the briefing code and the technical documents. Okay, so in this phase provide we can clearly or clear overview about completed project performance and other components on a small scale before the full project is deployment. Okay, deployed. Okay, so this means it's a pre-final process. Okay, it's a pre-final process or pre-final phase of the data science, and then finally we can communicate the result. Okay, in this phase we will check if uh, we reach the goal, then which we have set on the initial phases. Okay, so first the life cycle of the data science in the first phase. Okay, we will already set the goal. Okay, we will communicate the finding and final result with the business teams. With the help of business teams, we can discussion whatever maybe there, those things are going there. okay, whether we are achieving the goal or not, okay, all those things are going in the correct manner or not, those things are discussed and documented and maintained in this field. Okay, so finally we need to we discover the problem and data preparation, and we create for model with the help of machine learning. Okay, and then we can maintain and deploy the project and deploy the that task or program. Okay, we deploy that model and maintain that model. Okay, these are the basic life cycle in data science. Okay, for example, some product or some task. Okay, so maybe the application of data science. Okay, so for example, the data science for targeted advertisement. Okay, so just keep it in mind, previous life cycle of the data science, all those 7 things are in your mind, right? With the help of those cycle components, you can realize or you can analyze the data science for targeted advertisement. Our ultimate goal is what? We need to target. Okay, we need to target the people. Okay, with the help of our advertisement. This is the task. This is the product. This is our model. Okay, this is our ultimate goal. Okay, so for example, targeting advertisement means what? We can post ads on the websites. Okay, a number of websites. Okay, and then get targeted customer. Okay, this is the ultimate goal. Our we will reach our goal, targeted customers then only. Okay, you can advertisement popular or something in Facebook or Twitter. Okay, if you're giving the advertisement, a number of people will be seeing your advertisement and clicking your advertisement. Okay, so this is our major thing, targeting the advertisement thing. And search, internet search. Data science for internet search is a model. Means what? We can identify the problem first and creating the model. So the creating the model means what? Take user's query. Okay, with the help of the data is what? Taking the user's query. So if you are typing the Google search engine, okay, or entering your college or entering your name, those things is the data. Okay, those things are data. That's that the take user's query from that engine. Okay, search engine, and then provide some result. Okay, show relevant recommendation. So recommendation systems come over here. Okay, so recommendation is based on what? Deep learning and machine learning thing. But that thing is what? Come up with some more accuracy, some more better performance in data science. Okay, so next we go for the commercial. Okay, so e-commerce sites, for example, any purchasing or something, right? We can analyze the search patterns and recommend product to the consumer. Okay, then show high quality of products. Okay, for example, if you are purchasing or just viewing the product in Flipkart or Amazon. Okay, then you go to the Facebook, you will see what are the product you are seeing before in Flipkart or Amazon. Those things will automatically placed in Facebook. Okay, you didn't notice that. Okay, hereafter you will notice. Okay, what are the things you visit, you view the product in Amazon or Flipkart, those things will be automatically recorded. This thing is okay. User queries, that is users related data, user eager status. Okay, those things will be stored in the big data. Okay, then it will process with the help of data science. It will be flashed. That means targeted advertisement. Okay, to the Facebook. If you are going to Facebook, you log in there. Okay, with the help of that similar IP, that those things will be flashed on your screen. If you are going to Twitter, so Twitter in some other some ad is there. Okay, so Flipkart or Amazon ad will be the automatically flash on there. Okay, so what are the data? So you are visiting the previous site. Okay, those things will be automatically viewed. Okay, need to target you. Okay, they are forcing to purchasing those data. Okay, so this is the some data science in e-commerce sites or something like that. And similar to the education systems. Okay, so you have easily find out the best course. Okay, find the latest course or appropriate course. So collect the students feedback with the help of student feedback also, the data will be easily modeling. Okay, so how many students are visiting our website, how many students are visiting, viewing the corresponding course, okay, how many students are giving the feedback. With the help of that feedback, we need to big data analytics, sentiment analytics, okay, how they are putting the vote, okay, how they are putting the likes, okay. With the help of emojis, we can analyze a number of more prediction, okay. So that's why the deep learning and machine learning is a multi-dimensional, okay, multi-dimensional. It's a big, have create a multi-dimensional model, okay, for predicting the easily analyze the our data. Then finally for data science for video streaming, okay. So for example, we can Amazon videos or Netflix, okay. So those things are what you can view some serials, okay. So some web series or some comedy serials, right? It will automatically store in our cloud, okay. Amazon videos or some Netflix cloud, okay. So in some other days or next you are viewing some serial, means each and every sentiment data, each and every serials will be stored, serials names as well as series subcategory names also stored in our cloud, their cloud, okay. Then they will be easily targeted with the help of their advertisement, okay. This is recommended for your next view. This is for example YouTube, okay. If you are seeing the YouTube, okay, so what is the Bill Gates or something like that, okay, so Sundar Pichai, whatever it may be, recent talks. So if you are giving the Sundar Pichai recent talks, okay, then it will be that data will be splitted as a some format, okay. So Sundar Pichai is a one name, okay. Then recent talk is a one set of data. So with the help of big data analytics, okay, so the data science will perform what? With the help of some mathematical analysis and perform some model, okay. So recent talk, based on that recent talk, it will searching with a number of search engines, Google, Yahoo, whatever it may be, right? So it will search with the help of mathematical and getting the result efficient manner, okay. So that will be as a recommended to the your next video, okay. So with the help of those things are performed like that, okay. It's a data science concept only, okay. So for example, gaming and internet search, transportation means what? If you are need to move source to destination, it will come up with some more shortest path, okay. So this is route number 1, this is route number 2, and this have a number of traffics, okay. With the help of that thing, it's also what? It's a form of what? Data science application only, right? In healthcare, we can scanning some very accurately we can find the image processing, okay. So for example, brain tumor, cell cancers, okay. So those kind of disease we can easily find out with the help of data science. Data science began what? Machine learning. In the form of machine learning, we can use deep learning also, okay. So all those things are interlinked, okay. And the recommended system are nothing but already we've seen that the targeted advertisement, internet search, those things are come for the recommendation system, okay. YouTube, if you are seeing the next YouTube, it's recommended for you, okay. That's kind of thing is recommended system. And risk detection also, if you are using the fire engine or something, fire exit, right? Those things will be data will getting some a number of sensors, and it will process the thing each and every second. It will process the sensing the output with the help of some agent, sensing agent, okay. It will come up with some predictions, okay. It will come up with some good prediction for risk detection. One of the best example is Apple Watch, okay. So in Apple Watch, there is a risk detection for heart attack, okay. If you are wearing the Apple Watch, it will what? It will sensing each and every second. That will be monitoring your health condition, okay. Your blood circulation, BP, and what the oxygen in your blood circulation, right? So those things will be monitoring 24/7, okay. So with the help of those data, it will predict this much of days maybe you will get some heart attack, okay, due to some reasons. Okay, those reasons will be pop up. Okay, those reasons will be list down. So due to this model, you will get heart attack on this time. Okay, this date, this time. So those special thing will be what in Apple Watch. It's a very useful for us, right? So those things application example for what data science. Okay, so Apple Watch is introduced that thing. So very good thing only. Okay, so this is about the data science versus all those AI, right? And in next section we go for one more topic, it's a back propagation in artificial intelligence. Okay, back propagation in neural networks. Okay, we will see in next class in session 10. Okay, till then, bye. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.